I call my first year taking the leap. I made the big move from Guelph to the capital, with all of my belongings. To cope with being homesick, I was one of those eager newbies. Despite the party of a roommate I had in residence, I spent most of my time in the library or in my room studying. Ask Jill Bender, my downstairs neighbor at the time and soon to be nursing best friend. Needless to say, I spent most of my time in first year conflicted between missing home, making my parents proud with high grades, and making new friends. With all that in mind, my nursing accomplishments were not a primary concern. And let's be honest, classes in anatomy and physiology, microbiology, psychology, and English essay writing weren't particularly steering me in the nursing direction. Second year came around and led to a lot of growing up. I moved from Thompson residence to a basement apartment with two of my good friends. Yeah, that's my window. This was the year we were starting our first placement, geriatrics. That meant new scrubs, stethoscope, fancy white leather shoes, the works. However, with very minimal nursing ability and the combination of bedpans, diapers, and walkers really made me think, is this actually what I'll be doing for the rest of my life? That summer I went to Africa to help out with an HIV and AIDS clinic in Tanzania, where I found my love for traveling and a new outlet to practice nursing. Coming back in third year, I felt recharged, excited about the many placements I'd be trying out this year. At this point in nursing school, I still wasn't entirely sure where my true passion was. Between mother-baby at the QCH, pediatrics medicine at CHIO, orthopedic surgery at the General, and mental health at QCH, I was just going full speed ahead, absorbing all the experience I could. And how couldn't I? It was just like playing dress up as a kid but with scary responsibilities and real people. Nonetheless, the hospital experience was the greatest nursing learning curve throughout my entire degree. At the end of all those different placements, I couldn't help but ask myself, what kind of nurse do I see myself as? That summer, I paid my dues and worked as a PSW and research assistant with the university, which both showed me the home care and research side of nursing. Who knew? Now we all remember that time in the summer where we all had to choose our three choices for consolidation. Yeah, we were all there. Well, as a past lifeguard, I had always been interested in the emergency setting. So alright, sure, number one choice, ER anywhere. After a wonderful semester at the Heart Institute and at Ottawa Public Health with the Safer Ottawa Drinking Alliance, Christmas break came around with the greatest gift of all. Consolidation at the Civic ER, the trauma center of Eastern Ontario. I couldn't believe my excitement. I felt on top of the world. However, with great power came great responsibility. In other words, I was brought down a few pegs throughout my placement. Not only was it an adjustment to 12-hour and overnight shifts, these nurses were so smart and quick, like a stampede with me at the back of the herd. Intuitive and knowledgeable about so many different health problems and procedures, most that I had never heard of. As it had been an overwhelmingly difficult realization that I may not be ready to start my career in the ER, the valuable lessons I've learned while being there will only bring me back once I've had more experience. So what now? That's an extremely good question. Will I go back and work in the hospital? Will I go and travel the world and start my nursing career somewhere crazy? Will I dive into research? Start my own home care business? I have no clue. For now, I'm happy to celebrate the past 4 years I spent with so many amazing people, and I'm content with knowing my nursing adventures have just begun, and it will be an awfully big adventure.